It says it's preparing to stream the meeting. Last time that it said that, I was actually live before I even realized that I was live. It says done, redirecting YouTube. Okay, it looks like we are live. Welcome everybody. This is what we're going to be doing right now. We are going to be creating a online course for onboarding new volunteers for training on a specific role. And in this case, we're going to use the example of a slide designer to know how to design slides for presentations. But this principles that I'm going to be teaching you here can be applied to creating an online course for onboarding any specific role. It's just a way whereby we can make sure that they keep track of all the education and things that they need to understand. We're creating kind of the step-by-step. Now, first of all, I want to say what you need is Notion. Notion is wonderful. When you log into Notion, then we're going to go to the System Hub. System Hub is great. This is where we're going to be from. And on the left, you see this graphic design training sloppy list, which was created by Sister Rebecca. She did a fantastic job of collecting all of the different quotes, I mean, not quotes, but videos that we have posted on AOY YouTube channel. These are our standard operating procedures, our Loom videos, our YouTube lives, whatever we use as tutorials for training people how to do different things. We're going to gather all those resources and put them together in one place, not just in one place. We are going to put them together in a step-by-step framework or step-by-step manner as like an online course. And when I say online course, what I mean is you're identifying what is the result you're trying to do. In this case, we are trying to have a skilled, educated, trained slide designer. So by the end of this course, they should be able to know how to successfully create how to design slides for presentations. That's the goal of this course. And we're ordering that. And then what we're doing is we're looking at what are the major milestones? What are the major things that they need to know? Beginner, intermediate, and advanced training for them along this this journey of becoming a slide designer for presentations, for sharing the gospel. And we're going to put them in step by step. So this is what we're going to do. The purpose of this is so that we can have a checklist. I'll give you an example. What we have is a welcome onboarding checklist. And what's really cool about this, I'll just go over to Diana's. This is the welcome onboarding checklist that we recently found, which has been amazing for onboarding new recruits to the Army of Youth. The moment that we started putting all their action steps into a step-by-step checklist, you see, there's like, here's the basics, there's connect with us, there's basic training. This is all their steps to plug into the Army of Youth. And we could see where this is Diana, and this is her onboarding. And we see exactly where she's stuck. Whatever she hasn't done, she didn't get to. She's stuck. She might be confused. She might not understand something. So this will help us to help them to be unstuck. And it's a way that we can leverage and scale a training system where we don't have to spend a lot of our time, energy, effort, and resources for every single person that's coming in. They're able to learn as they go, and they can show their determination. So this is the end result. This is the goal. This is something along this line that we want to create for the slide designers. So what we're going to do is we're going to be like onboarding new slide designers. That's what we'll call this for now. I'm going to create this new system checklist. This is a template. Pre-populate stuff, makes it a lot easier, but very helpful. Paste that over there. I'm actually going to go to the notes. We will add stuff up there later, but for now we're just going to kind of keep it here. And the goal is to turn all of these video links into checklists and restructure it. Instead of introduction, we're going to, we want to make them commands. We want action steps. We want to use verbs. We want to tell them what to do. We want to phrase them in directives. So instead of introduction, which we're going to click this, we're going to see, what is this introduction here? It's 2 minutes short. And it says Google slide presentation intro.
Hello,
okay,
friends.
so that's
Today I'm going to show you how
to Google
to
Slides. So what we're going to call it is, we're going to call it supporting notes. Yeah, we're going to paste that over here, and we're going to say, watch the introduction to Google Slides video. And that is going to be a checkbox. And then I'm actually going to copy that. You know, a fast way to do this, you just highlight everything and then turn it into a checkbox to do. So watch the getting started video, watch a template video, watch the template video. Yeah, this is good. Another thing that I want to explain is when it comes to onboarding people, there was a concept that I learned from Life Church, which was really powerful, is they had this document. Let me switch over here to. They had this document that was the host team training. And it was one of the coolest things that I've ever seen. And it just really simply explained what our role is. So what I did is I volunteered for Life.Church. It's this massive church. They have an online church. They have a lot of online ministry. They're very innovative. And I kind of like understood their structure and what they're doing and how they train people. And so we duplicated some of their training documents, and it was really helpful putting things together. This is one of the things that we saw that they had is this host team training. I'm looking for it, but all I see is Word documents, but I'll use that. Nope. That was a table of contents. Oh, is that ours though? Host team roles. Wow, I don't even remember that. Oh, wow. That's cool. Oh, yeah. So this is our mission. Everyone who does a host team goes through this first. So they read, what is the host team? What will you do as a chat host volunteer? You welcome guests, number one. And this says, oh, they don't have the other things. You welcome, you spark discussion, you pray. Those are the three things. And they just tell you what it is. They give you a quick overview of what to expect. And a host team roles, there it is. Welcome, you spark discussion, you pray. Here's your expectations, here's welcoming everyone. So it's extremely simple for training people. And so they have these different things, these resources for people. They got frequently asked questions. And then you just got tips for communicating. And then, so then once you have this, once you've read through this little document, then they have this host team. They got a 30-day review. They've got a host team quiz. The quiz is really powerful. I was looking for it because it's like a comprehension quiz. It's just making sure that you understand what you're doing. I don't think this is it, but they put you on probation for like 30 days. And then they test you. And they see team member never showed up, quit serving on their own, is not a good fit for the team, needs to develop more before it can make a decision, is a great chat host but isn't ready for a host prayer warrior. So they had multiple levels. they had different titles where everybody starts as a chat host, but you're like a temporary chat host for 30 days. And then as you're in that probation, you show that you understand the roles of a chat host, then you do good. Then you're officially a chat host. And then they ask, you have to practice for 30 days before they say, hey, do you want to be a host prayer warrior? That is the next step. If so, then you have to go through the host prayer warrior host prayer warrior training, which is this right here. I hope you're understanding this, because this is how it works with like any role or department. There's different levels of leadership. This is what I was looking for. It is so powerful. It's so cool. This is actually something that Christina put together several years ago when we were doing the online church. We were holding internationally attended evangelistic meetings every week. People were coming from all over the place. Muslims were learning about the truth and accepting the gospel and the Bible. So this is showing that live prayer is intended to be, it is not meant to be. So it's saying what live prayer is and what live prayer isn't. It's basically where you get online and you pray with someone. So this is the purpose of the prayer, live prayer. This is some principles to apply, how to set the tone, and it's got some volunteer. So that's pretty straightforward. But what I really like about this, and then they give you some examples of what a good one looks like. This is awesome. So this is basically like a worksheet. So in an online course, you have things that you want to consider is when creating an online course, you want to look for the video tutorial, and you have the written steps, and then you have like the actions, like you got like a worksheet, and then you have like a comprehension quiz to make sure that they understood what they were doing, and then you have like action like assignment. You have to incorporate micro wins and little assignments that will help them to apply immediately what they learn, because knowledge is not power. Knowledge is potential power. It becomes like knowledge applied is powerful. It's the implementation. Jesus said in James, through James, that God wants us to be not only forgetful hearers of the word, but doers of the word. It's doing the knowledge that we see is what makes a big difference. And so we want to create a resource like this. And they got tutorials. This thing is just so cool. Host prayer warrior quiz. This is what I'm looking for. Got that big old button. And when you click that big button, what? Why is it not working? Okay. Let's try it again. Round 2, form. I wonder if I can replace this. I probably can't, but I'll try it anyways. Oh, looks like it got deleted. Prayer warrior quiz. That's what I really wanted to show you. Oh wow, that's kind of neat. Well, I guess that's cool. I got a Word document version of it, so it's saved. So anyways, it's basically a comprehension quiz where it's like, do you already have live prayer permissions? No. It's like, why are you applying here? Which of the following is not the purpose of live prayer? So it's like true or false. And then it's like true or false, true or false. And so it's just asking these things. If someone asks for prayer for a financial situation, which of the following should you definitely not do? Thank God for his provision, pray for his guidance, and request as much of your own money as you can. That sounds like a good thing to do, to not do. But basically, they just have like, and then it's like, here's a scenario, what would you do? And then as you assign that, then the leader, there's a there's a host team leader that is in charge of like this whole team of host team, chat hosts, and the submissions go to them, and they look over and they check to see if you are a good fit and have you submit these things. So that's basically what that looks like and how to do it. This is the goal that we want to accomplish, something kind of like this. Anyone with a link? There we go. And I'll put example. Yeah, this is what's helpful. I say this because this is what we want to try to do on here, but we want to simplify it, and I'll be documenting the process of creating this as I create it. But that's basically an overview of what we're trying to do in onboarding this new role. In the next video, I'm going to show you exactly what are the steps to creating that process. Thank you for watching, and we will get back to doing this soon.